My beloved child, the Creator of the heavens is demanding your full, undivided attention. This is not a request. It is a divine intervention. Stop everything. Look deep into your heart, for the pulse you feel is a ticking clock, and you have only minutes left to align your soul with the throne of grace. The atmosphere is shifting, the veil is thinning, and God is speaking directly to you because the window of mercy is closing today. I have watched you wander through the fog of this world, exhausted and heavy laden. I have seen you ignore the quiet nudges, the sudden shivers, and the restless nights where your spirit groaned for a peace you couldn't find. Do not be deceived. Those were the wings of Archangel Michael brushing against your life, trying to shield you from a storm you cannot yet see. Just as a mother would rush into a burning house to save her child, the divine is rushing into your life this very hour to pull you from the wreckage of your own distractions. Listen closely. The door is closing. This is the message your sister and your loved ones have been praying you would hear. You think you have time, but the Almighty declares that later is a desert where souls go to perish. There are only hours left in this season of invitation. By sunset today, the opportunity to step through this specific door of protection will have passed. Many around you are deaf. They are blind. They are laughing at the warning. But when the darkness falls, they will cry out for the clarity I am offering you freely right now. I see the weights you carry, the secret tears, the family burdens, the fear that keeps you awake. I am calling you to drop them at the altar of the Most High. This is not about fear. It is about the fierce, unrelenting love of a father who refuses to watch his child walk off a cliff. Archangel Michael stands with his sword unsheathed at your side, ready to cut the chains of your past. But you must make the choice now. Your awareness matters more than you can imagine. The truths that were hidden are being brought into the blinding light of the divine. Do not turn away. Do not scroll past. If you turn your back now, you leave yourself vulnerable to a confusion and a weight that will crush your spirit. Stay in this moment. Feel the fire of God's love burning away the noise of the world. This is your crossing. This is your turning point. This is the moment your heart was created for. The clock is strike midnight on your indecision. Choose the light. Choose the protection. Choose the path of the divine today. For the King is at the gates and the time of waiting is over. My beloved child, arrest your thoughts and surrender your full attention to the heavens. This is not a whisper. It is a thunderous call from the throne of grace. I speak to you now because I love you too deeply to remain silent while the shadows close in. Do not look away, for you have only minutes left to hear what the Spirit is revealing. The clock of destiny is accelerating, and what I am unveiling cannot wait for a more convenient hour. Today is the day of your visitation. Press your hand against your heart and feel its rhythm. That is the pulse of eternity beating within you. I have watched you move through your days distracted, weighed down by a tiredness that sleep cannot cure. I have seen your mind racing in the dead of night while your body rests in vain. Those quiet nudges, those sudden tightenings in your chest, those moments where your soul felt a desperate pull, those were not random. That was me. That was Archangel Michael standing guard over your life, signaling that the spiritual atmosphere has shifted. I am raising my voice now, not in anger, but with the fierce, protective love of a mother who sees her child wandering toward a precipice. You did not find this message by accident. You were led here because something critical is unfolding in the unseen realms, and your awareness matters more than you know. Listen closely. Many will ignore this hour. They will dismiss this as just another voice, another warning that doesn't apply to them. And later, this very night, they will wish they had listened. Not because I have punished them, but because they walked away from the divine protection, clarity, and peace that I was offering freely. I refuse to let that be your story. That is why I have interrupted your world. That is why I am speaking with a divine urgency that shakes the foundations of your routine. This is not fear speaking. This is the love of God that sees miles ahead and reaches back to pull you into safety. You feel that stirring inside you right now, that heaviness, that seriousness. That is the weight of glory. I am uncovering truths that have been buried under the noise of your comfort. I am not doing this to overwhelm you, but to prepare you. If you stay with me in this moment, you will walk under a canopy of divine protection. If you turn away, you leave yourself vulnerable to a confusion and a burden you were never meant to carry. Do not tell yourself you have time. You do not have another hour to waste. Do not say you will deal with this later, for later is the thief of souls. I am not speaking about the end of your life, but about a turning point. A massive door that is standing open now, but will slam shut before the sun sets today. I am asking you to listen with your heart, for your loved ones and your future depend on the light you receive in this moment. I know you are used to a world that constantly screams for your attention, trying to sell you lies. But I am not trying to sell you anything. I am trying to save you from unnecessary pain. I am trying to shield you from the chaos that is coming for those who remain unaware. I have allowed you to be here because, despite your doubts and your weariness, your heart is still soft enough to hear my voice. There is a cost to leaving this moment. You will lose the peace that was meant to be your armor. But there is a divine covering that comes from staying, from letting my words settle into the marrow of your bones. I am offering you truth before the confusion deepens, and light before the darkness arrives. This is why I will not soften this moment. The resistance you feel, that urge to scroll away, is not from me. It is the enemy of your soul trying to keep you from your destiny. Archangel Michael stands with his sword unsheathed, ready to fight for your peace. But you must choose to stay in the light. Breathe. Be still. Do not multitask. Do not half listen. Give me this final moment. Your mother, your sister, and your generations to come will be impacted by the decision you make in these next few minutes. I am not finished speaking to you, and what comes next will determine the very direction of your future. God is calling. The heavens are watching. Do not wait another second. Stay with me. Listen. This moment was carved out of eternity specifically for you, and I am not letting you go unnoticed. My precious child, hear the voice of the Almighty shaking the foundations of your routine. You have spent years surviving, coping, and planning, moving through your life on a strength you didn't even know you possessed. But I have seen the exhaustion behind your smile and the heaviness that clings to your heart like a shroud. I am interrupting you now because a mother cannot sit still when she sees her child walking toward a hidden flame. God is stepping into the middle of your normal because normal is no longer safe. You have only minutes left to wake up. Type Amen right now if you are ready to receive the blessing that is meant for this very hour. Do not hesitate. Do not let your fingers stall. This divine interruption is not here to disturb your peace. It is here because your peace is being hunted by forces you cannot yet see. Archangel Michael has stood by as you rested, but now he unsheathes his sword because the season of comfort has become a trap. Listen to me with the ears of your soul. Today, the era of autopilot ends. You have stayed in familiar pain because it felt safer than the unknown. But I did not create you to rot in a comfort zone that has turned into a prison. I have been patient. I have waited while you healed, while you questioned, and while you doubted. I did not rush you, but this today, my patience has turned into a holy urgency. Delay is no longer a luxury you can afford. In these final hours, hesitation carries a weight that will crush your future. I see what you cannot. I see the distraction creeping into your home. I see the numbness trying to settle where your passion once lived. I see the compromise trying to dress itself up as wisdom. I could have stayed silent, but I love you with a heart that chooses protection over ease. I whispered to you yesterday, but I am shouting to you now because the world you live in has entered a dangerous new phase. The pressures are increasing. The confusion is growing louder. The environment around you is shifting, and if you remain on autopilot, you will be swept away. God is calling you to a higher ground this very minute. Do not let another second slip through your fingers. Your sister, your mother, and the very core of your heart are calling out for the covering that only my voice can provide. The sun is setting on the old way of living. The door is closing. Will you stay in the trap of comfort, or will you step into the light of my awareness? Archangel Michael is waiting for your move. The heavens are holding their breath. Minutes remain. Choose the divine. Choose to wake up. Choose it today. The atmosphere is trembling, and only those anchored in the divine will remain standing. My beloved child, listen to the rhythm of your heart. It is being calibrated by the heavens. This is not a threat. It is a prophetic preparation. You are not being targeted for harm. You are being selected for awareness. God has bypassed millions to reach you in these final minutes of today, because while others would mock or feel offended by this urgency, you are still here. You are still listening. Archangel Michael is standing at your right hand, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. I see the strength in you that you have yet to discover, the depth, the sensitivity, and the warrior spirit that allows you to hear my voice while the world falls into a deafening sleep. This message is not for the masses. It is a sacred secret for the few who refuse to ignore the shifting tides. We are entering an hour where the world will celebrate distraction and mock the truth. In this very hour, you must choose. Will you seek the comfort that kills, or the clarity that saves? I am not calling you to panic. I am calling you to be awake. When you walk consciously with the Creator, you are a protected soul, a guided soul, a soul that cannot be led astray. But hear me clearly, delay is no longer safe. Delay is the poison that dulls your obedience. It whispers that tomorrow will be easier, but tomorrow is a mountain of weight you were never meant to carry. You have only hours left to make priority your power. I will not lie to you like the world does. If you ignore this divine interruption, you will not find immediate destruction, but you will find unnecessary struggle. You will wander into a fog of confusion where there could have been a path of light. You will carry a heaviness in your spirit that no mother's hug or loved one's word can lift. I do not want you to learn through the agony of pain what you could have learned through the beauty of listening. This is why I have interrupted your life. This is why God has placed this message in your path before the sun sets today. I am not removing your comfort to punish you. I am inviting you into a fortress of peace that the world cannot touch. Your heart is the prize, and the time to protect it is now. Support this mission of light, for our work is to bring the devotion of God into the hearts of the chosen. If your spirit is moved, honor this word. But above all, do not let another minute pass in silence. The King is speaking. The heavens are open. The transition has begun. Stay with me. The final word is about to be revealed. My beloved child, the air around you is thick with the presence of the divine. For the great God is drawing you out of the shadows of comfort and into the blinding light of truth. Movement is required now. Growth is no longer a choice. It is a necessity for your survival. You have mere minutes left in this sacred window to decide. Will you remain passive, or will you step into the protection of awareness? I am not pushing you away. I am pulling you into the very center of my heart. But listen with the depth of your soul. Passive faith will not sustain you through the storms that gather on the horizon today. I am not demanding your perfection. I am demanding your presence. Archangel Michael stands ready to guide your steps, but he will not force you. Love never forces, yet love will never stay silent when its child is in danger. I have interrupted your life because you matter more than the stars in the sky. I see the road ahead, a road filled with noise, opinions, and endless demands designed to bury the truth. I am stripping away the dim light of your routine because the time has come for you to see with the eyes of the Spirit. You have felt the restlessness in your bones. You have felt the confusion that lingers even when your days are full. Those were not weaknesses, they were signals from the divine. Hear this clearly before the hour passes. Deception rarely arrives with a roar, creeps in as comfort without purpose. It masquerades as rest that leaves you empty. It tells you that numbness is peace and that your silence is stability. But your heart knows the difference. Like a mother sensing a fever before the child even cries, I see the hidden layers moving beneath your life. The world is training you to stay busy so you never notice what your heart is carrying. But God is calling for stillness. Truth requires a quiet soul to be heard, and you have hours, not days, to find that stillness. This is not an invitation for everyone. It is an invitation for you, the one chosen to walk in discernment while others wander in the fog. Do not let the gentle light of this awakening pass you by. The sun is setting on the age of distraction. Stay open. Stay still. Let my urgency guide you into a peace that surpasses all understanding, not into panic. Archangel Michael is guarding the door, but you must choose to enter. The time is short. The veil is lifting. Today is the moment your spirit has been waiting for. My beloved child, press your hand to your chest and feel the fire within. Your heart is not a machine, and numbness is not peace. For too long, you have been lied to by the shadows of this world. You have lowered your expectations and dulled your emotions just to survive, telling yourself, this is just how life is. But God is declaring to you this very hour that belief is a lie from the pit of darkness. You have filled every quiet moment with noise because stillness feels like a threat. You fear the silence because it reveals what you have been trying not to feel. But listen to me. You have only minutes left to embrace the stillness where the divine speaks. Stillness is not an enemy. It is the sanctuary where the truth sets you free. Archangel Michael is standing at the door of your mind, ready to strike down the spirits of distraction that have held you captive today. Your spirit was made for depth, not for this surface-level living that leaves you hollow. You are tired in ways that sleep cannot fix because your soul is starving for the truth. Hear the voice of your Creator. You are not too far behind. You have not missed your chance. Everything will not fall apart if you slow down. Those are the whispers of fear wearing the mask of realism. And God is stripping that mask away right now. Do not believe the lie that the divine is distant or that you are not spiritual enough to hear Him. God has never stopped speaking. The world has simply become too loud. But today, in these final hours of grace, He is teaching you how to listen again. As this message settles into your bones, you may feel grief, relief, or even anger rising within you. Do not push it away. This emotional awakening is the pulse of life returning to the places in your soul that went quiet. You were not meant to live disconnected from your heart. You were meant to be guided by truth and grounded in a love so fierce it rivals a mother's protection for her newborn. The divine will be gentle with you, but He will also be crystal clear. The time for delay is over. Archangel Michael has unsheathed his sword to cut the cords of every lie you've believed. Before this hour ends, surrender the noise. Stop the rush. Let the light of the Most High enter the dim rooms of your spirit. You are being awakened not to be shamed, but to be restored. Your heart is ready. The truth is here. Do not wait another second. My beloved child, the final grains of sand are falling through the hourglass. You have only minutes left to realize that the crushing weight you carry was never meant for your shoulders. You have spent your life trying to fit into a mold that the world created for you, chasing expectations that do not match the divine blueprint of who God created you to be. Hear me with your heart. That heaviness is the friction of a soul out of alignment. I am not asking you to fix your life in a single breath. I am asking you to see honestly, right now, this very hour. Look at the truth of your existence before the sun sets today. Seeing is the first step toward the freedom that Archangel Michael is standing ready to defend. This is not about a religion or a concept. This is about a relationship with the one who knew you before your mother ever held you. Truth is not a cold set of rules. It is a living, breathing connection to the divine. You have felt like an exile in your own life because you have lived for others' versions of success. But God is calling you back to the center of His love. He is calling you back to a truth that doesn't just inform you, but transforms you. Do not let the next hour pass without acknowledging the shift. Your loved ones are waiting for the version of you that is no longer suffocating under the world's demands. The divine is not a distant judge. He is a father reaching out his hand to pull you into a reality where you are finally known, finally seen, and finally free. The door is narrowing. The time is now. Will you step into the truth?